still working on some stuff on the back end and gonna try and get this live. But welcome to Queen City Plains. So we got two coming in. And it looks like this one here is an American Eagle, American Airlines, coming in from Atlanta to Charlotte. Got an odd situation today with the way the ops are running. So the best angle of a runway we have actually there's not much action on it right this second. So everybody's landing. We got a little bit of a heavy wind, probably 10 to 12 miles an hour. And so these guys are landing on the other side of us. But unfortunately, with the way the highway is set up over there, there's no way for us to get over there. But it's funny because the air temp's a little cool and the pavement's hot. So we're getting that kind of mist or steam coming off. And we got Steven behind the sticks today. It looks like we got another one over here, Steven, that looks like he's taxiing out. Actually, there's two over there taxiing out. So that's the other runway. Come to a stop over there. multiple planes taxiing over there. Got another one coming in from Nashville over here on the right, another American Eagle. Actually, we got 3 taxiing out. Maybe we'll get 3 takeoffs in a row. We'll get some trip back-to-back action going on here. And finally see some use on the runway. We got a little lull. We came on kind of at the wrong time, coming on at 2:30. We get a little break in the action, and at 3 o'clock it really picks up, man. But what makes Charlotte kind of unique is, I mean, it is busy, man. So at 3 o'clock there's landings just about every minute. So let's see if we're going to catch a break in these 3 planes that are taxiing, if they're going to take off on our runway or if they're going to go over to the other side. And we might get triple back-to-back takeoffs here, man. So our first one is an American Eagle heading from here, Charlotte, Queen City, heading to Roanoke. And my man's on the move. I don't even think we got to stop. We had to roll and go there. Got the old tree of death here that just wants to kill our shot. Unfortunately for us, if we move outside of this position, what happens is we have to get lower in the ground, and all of a sudden we lose the planes that are coming in on the backside. So right here on this runway today, it appears we've got most of the short range stuff, the American Eagle, which is typically not their bigger planes, but we have some 737s coming in on the backside on the other runway. So like we have this one taking off, and then on our right runway, we've got a 737 coming in as well. Hey Steven, you want to go to the right runway while we're waiting on this one? Got a 737 coming in on that side. And this flight's coming in from Houston, Boeing 737. In the air approximately 2 hours. We're gonna have to scope out that other side and see if there's a way for us to get over there, because I'll tell you what, if we could be on that other side, you could almost get that runway and this runway, especially on the takeoffs and landings. And we got another one coming out, and this one's heading to Atlanta as well. And this is a Boeing 717. Nice clean shot right there. If you just happen to be in the stream and you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Definitely hit the like button. That helps us out a lot. we got one coming in. It is a Mitsubishi CRJ 900, and these guys are coming in from Birmingham, Alabama. Short flight, only 58 minutes in the air to get from Birmingham to Charlotte. May have to plan this one later in the afternoons to kind of get rid of the heat waves that we got going on in here. We got a couple taxiing out, so we'll get a couple shots of some takeoffs. Man, if you could just have a higher setup here, the amount of action you could actually get at this airport, I mean, it is just non-stop right here. Looks like we got another Mitsubishi CRJ. This one is heading to Mobile, Alabama. I'm wondering if he's gonna come out. Like I said, it looks like we have something coming in toward this runway. Maybe it's gonna hit the other side. Damn, we got like 4 of them lining up. Lots of smaller planes today. It's definitely that kind of day. And another Mitsubishi. This one is heading to Lafayette, Louisiana. And on the back side, we got an Airbus A320, Steven. I don't know if we can get over here far enough, fast enough, but we got an Airbus A320 coming in from Nassau, Bahamas, actually. We might lose him before we even get him. And this is the heavy landing runway today, so we're kind of missing some of the action back over there for sure. We've been here, it took us about 45 minutes to get set up, and we had only 3 landings, I think, on the runway we're on today. And the other 2 runways are significantly busier. This is just a quick mic check. I was told that the mic got a little loud. I'm just seeing if that is still the case or if I need to bring the gain down on that. Wow, yeah, I can see it. This is our mic audio here. Is this better? Got a nice takeoff running. Getting the messages is weird because this mic's bouncing all over the place today. Because all of a sudden back, I can see in my bars I'm running back to high. Let me know if you're in the chat how the volume is, if the volume's way off. Man, we got them lined up now, Steven. We got like 4 of them back there, don't we? And our first one's going to be another Mitsubishi. Can't see where this one's going, though, so I'm wondering if this is privately booked for some reason. I guess I should pay attention to what Steven's filming. He's more on the ball than I am. He's currently filming an Airbus A319 coming in from Columbus, Ohio. Another short flight, only 57 minutes in the air. For some reason, I figured Columbus would have been a little further than that. And here we go on our takeoff, though. American Airlines A5400, and once again it's a Mitsubishi CRJ. And we're learning, this is our first time here, and we've learned that we're in a bad spot. We have a tough time catching these takeoffs and keeping them for a long period of time. We kind of lose them right after they get past us. Next time we'll be a little further back. We got more zoom when we're coming back in. Is it possible for us to zoom back out, Steven, or we're kind of at the max there? Okay. And that's one nice thing about this. We are close to the runway. That part, I could probably hit a baseball into the runway from here, and I'm not much of a ball player. Steven shifted gears on me again. He's out stalking, and he's stalking an American Airlines coming in from Cincinnati. Have 4 or 5 lined up, so we've got some planes ready to roll. Our runway's finally getting some action, which is around the time I called. I said around 3 o'clock. I knew when we set up at 2:30 we had a little lull in the action, and then literally at 3 o'clock we kind of moved to where we were running hard. Oh, maybe we can call the airport. Maybe they'll cut that tree down. I doubt it. Let me know in the playback. Ooh, we got a big military plane coming out here too, Steven. You see that? I wonder if we're gonna get, I hope we get to take off on that. Oh, that would be so awesome. Boys, we got a big boy coming in. Let's see if this is gonna pop up on flight radar. I doubt it. Oh man, but. Yep, we've got a Boeing C-17 Globemaster that we're gonna get on takeoff. Epic shot for the first episode of Queen City Planes that should be coming in. We're out of focus, Steven. You're gonna want to pull back. There you go. But you guys can see the line as this plane's coming through. I mean, we just got a line, but you can see the C-17 right there. Focus again. Probably need to turn that autofocus off, but we'll leave it for the moment. The camera's struggling a little bit to try and keep up with the focus on this thing. And if you're in, you're going to want to hang out for a few minutes. As I mentioned, we've got a C-17 running. You can see it back there. Steven behind the sticks has us right on the tail of that baby. And I wonder how much runway that one's going to use. So most of the planes we're seeing right now are smaller planes. So they're taking off well before they get to us. I mean, they're even taking off before the taxiway. As you can see here, planes that are taxiing across are having to wait. I mean, they'd be waiting anyway. But I got a feeling he's not going to take off till a whole lot closer to where we're at. So this is the first stream, so if you guys watch this or in the playback, or if you're in it, make sure to hit the like button. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We are hoping to do this as a weekly thing, hoping to get out here on Mondays and live stream. This is the very first one, so hopefully this is the worst one you guys watch. I hate to say it that way, but I mean, we're still trying to get some bugs worked out. We're having some power issues down here already. We planned to live stream for a couple hours, and I already know we're going to have some issues on that, but we're going to stay out here with you guys as long as we possibly can. And we may have to kill some audio items in a few minutes as well, which you guys may not complain about that. But our power issue is when we connect power to some of our equipment, it causes a buzz through the microphones. And unfortunately, our laptop is not going to make it. Just in the short 30 minutes we've been streaming already, we are already at 50%. That won't kill us. We'll be able to get some power to it. Hopefully, before I have to mess with anything, though, we see the C-17 take off. No, that's the plan, man. That's the one to catch. That C-17 is going to be that's the baby. So it looks like she's number 3 in the holding pattern. Maybe number 4. We actually have one on the head of the runway. Kind of hard to see with our tree there, though. But they are stacking up deep right now. Here we got a 319 on the takeoff. I mean, definitely the day to be here would be on the reverse ops day where it's going the other direction. I mean, these things will be landing right in front of us and be insane. Huh? No, yeah, the line's crazy. Go ahead and show everybody the line there, Steven. How many we got? We got one on the takeoff. Well, after he takes off, we'll go ahead and show you guys the line right now. I can't see it from here. I mean, literally, there's 8 of them, I think, in a row right now, though. I mean, I knew that at 3 o'clock. I kind of checked the takeoffs and departures, man, and those takeoffs and departures, like I said, starting at 3 o'clock, it was like every minute there was something rolling. Tour. That's a new one to me. I like the livery on that plane though. It looks good. Coming from Muscle Shoals, the Embraer. And it's hard to tell, but it looks like our C-17 is next in line. We've got one more takeoff coming. And that is heading to Greenville, Spartanburg, another short flight. We got a landing coming in that's going to mess us up. Our C-17, I thought they were next in line, but it looks like we've got a landing coming in on approach first. So they're going to have to wait a few minutes. We've got an Airbus 319 coming in from Jacksonville on approach. And then hopefully, there's a couple of other landings coming in behind it, but it looks like it's going to hit our other runways. We should be green after that. And we are going to have the C-17 make some noise down here in Charlotte. Smoke. And I think our C-17's clear after this one. I mean, there's definitely a lot on approach. I mean, it is crazy busy. Here we go. He's lining it up. I didn't think we were going to get this lucky just on being on the first day. Hate to say we didn't do a whole lot of research on what was taking off today or landing, but man, I was not expecting this one. The camera being used is a Panasonic. And thanks for being around in the chat. And here we go. C-17 on the way. Let's see how much runway she takes. I bet she gets almost all the way to us. Man, look at this beast. Zoom back a little bit, Steven. Zoom out. If I would have been paying attention better there, I'd have grabbed my phone, and that would have been a thumbnail shot with the city in the background. Man, what a crazy plane to see take off. That's awesome right there. That made my day. I'm done. We can stop. I'm kidding. Oh, man. You see something out there, Steven? I see you over there looking. I don't see anything. Oh, we got a couple coming in, 3 or 4 behind there, but I think that's the other runway. And it's going to be the runway behind us, another Airbus A319. On the takeoff, it looks like we got an Airbus 320 heading to Atlanta. Yeah, so don't worry about it. Still working on some kinks, guys. Sorry about the focus. We're gonna try and fix that one hopefully before the next stream. That's fine. Steven's saying he can catch the stuff on the other side a little bit easier, so we may try and see if I can pay a little more attention and try and keep them on those ones. Coming in on the other side or our own other side? Okay. Steven's got this takeoff, and then we've got an A321 coming in from Philadelphia on the far runway. But I mean, Probably almost better off to stick with the takeoffs right now, though, because I'll tell you what, I mean, they're lined up still. We've got 8 or 9 deep coming. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to check out a couple different locations over here. I know there's a spot you can film over at the parking garage. I think it's tough to tell from here. I don't think the first plane I've got on here, but it looks like we got a couple 737s coming in as well. So we're going to get some bigger planes. Airbus 319 on the way. And don't think it's this one, but our next one is a 737 heading down to Miami. Heading to our good friends down at the Miami Planes channel. And that's not this one. This one actually is not showing up on flight radar for some reason. I'm not sure which one this is. I wonder if this is a private jet then. Oh my gosh, it's Michael Jordan. Steven says, oh my gosh, it's Michael Jordan. But I doubt that. Well, I shouldn't say I doubt that, but... No, and it's another American. I don't know. That one, for whatever reason, just did not pop up on flight radar for us. Try and move some equipment just a little bit, guys, so hopefully we don't lose the stream in doing this, but my laptop is overheating and it's killing it because the fan's running so hard. So I'm trying to see if we can move it to a spot where maybe it will calm down just a little bit. It's actually fairly cool out today, which is surprising. So the fan should not have to be running that hard. It's got to get a little bit of air underneath it. My man here, the 737 heading to Miami. They chose to take a lot of the runway. That might be the plane to watch for us, Steven. That 737 took most of the runway coming up. I don't know if that was by design or what, but and as we mentioned, that plane is heading down to Miami. Got an Airbus 319, and this one I'm not 100% sure where it's going to. Flight radar is not letting us know that. Probably need to get the tower audio into the next stream. I'm going to work on adding that one. And feel free to leave a comment if you're watching live or in the playback, and let us know what you think needs work on the stream. Obviously, we know the focus is an issue. We've got a couple technical issues on our end already that we know of that we're going to have to deal with, but that's just part of going live. Here we go. And the line is still crazy. This is Mitsubishi heading to St. Louis. But we've still got 7, 8 coming in, all on prep to get set to take off here. Steven's out there stalking, and it looks like he's stalked in a Embraer heading in from Newark. We got a couple Airbus 321s coming out in a row, man, so we're going to get a couple decent takeoffs as well. Got our last small plane coming in here. 2 people holding on the taxiway as well. Kind of a wild scene. Steven's still over there with the plane coming in from Newark, but you'll see we got the takeoff here. We got 2 brakes on the taxiway. And then I think our next 3 planes are all Airbuses. So we finally got some bigger jets coming in. Yes, we got 3 Airbus A321s back to back. This first one's heading to San Antonio. The one behind that is going to Memphis. And then we've got one heading to San Diego, California. I bet that's a long flight. In the comments, let me know how long that flight is from Charlotte to San Diego. You can definitely tell the bigger planes are taking more of the runway. Yeah, those A321s, man, the bigger ones, it looks like they're taking up a lot more of the runway, man. Those are great shots for us. That's a nice one. Now you should have 2 or 3 A321s in a row. I can't tell from here. It's hard to tell because the tree of death is blocking our plane. I'm gonna have to leave you guys here in a second to try and figure out a power situation to get us resolved here. Weird, it looks like they're holding, but it definitely can't be holding for anything. Oh, here we go. They took their time getting it rolling, but they're ready to go now. This one's one that's tough to see, guys. I mean, without actually being here, but this is really insane. So there's 7 planes in line to take off right now. There's at least 3 coming in on another runway for landing on the other side. And I guarantee if I pull up flight radar, there's more coming in on this side. I mean, like, this is non-stop action. If we were just a little higher, we could get everything. Maybe I'll have to talk Steven into buying a van and putting a tower on top of it. A321s and the 737s, man, they use up a lot of the runway and get down here by us, and those are great shots. And I believe we've got another Airbus coming in right behind this as well. And I'm going to step away from you guys for just a few seconds. We're going to keep the action going. Sorry, we're working on audio right now. Hopefully we'll get this fixed in just a few seconds. We're probably going to pick up a little wind noise here, guys. Due to our power issue, we're going to have to switch the way the audio is rolling. Once we get powered back up a little bit more, we should be able to go back to the good audio.
We got a landing coming in.
Making a couple moves now. And I think I got some of the wind noise down. I've lowered the volume on the mic cam. You're going to hear Steven now because we've had to go direct from the camera.
Hi guys. There's your busy day at the airport shot. I got a landing and a takeoff at the same time.
Steven killing it with the camera right here. He got the landing and the takeoff.
Whatever that is coming in, it's huge. Big old American, so.
Steven's got the 777 coming in from London Heathrow. He's definitely doing a better job than me today. I'm not staying on top of this. He's back there screaming there's a big boy coming in, and I'm not paying attention. Great catch on the Heathrow plane, Steven. Good job. here we've got a Cessna C-80 Citation. Excuse me, C-680 Citation. And this might be your Jordan plane, Steven. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure we'd see a Nike logo or something on the side. He's pretty big in brand ambassador type stuff.
The Jordan plane takes off from Rock Hill. Alright, baby, focus. Focus for me.
Here we got Airbus A321 setting up for takeoff, and they are heading down to Tampa Bay. Definitely still think the most ideal day for us here is going to be when they're doing the opposite direction. I mean, when these planes be landing right in front of us, that'd be incredible.
You just have to check the wind direction then.
Yeah, this flight.
If it's an opposite day or something, if it's the opposite direction or something like that, and I got to come film on a Tuesday, I can. Or the same thing if it's like a Sunday evening.
Steven says he's going to come out here and check out the stream for another night and see if he can figure out the wind direction. Really, I want to come out here in the evening. Hey, Steven, do me a favor. Go over to the Charlotte background, man. So if you go to the Charlotte, here at night, got the beautiful city, the queen city of Charlotte herself sitting in the background. And all these buildings are lit up, man. So when you're going the opposite way and we have the takeoffs coming on this side, landings coming on this side, which I have seen images of that. I mean, and you've got this drop in the background of the city all lit up. It's incredible.
I don't think there's anything coming right now. Yeah, we got a lull.
And it looks like we finally cleared our line out. Got a 737 coming in from Charlotte. Man, that heat just gets us back here at the end.
Okay, I got one. Got another one coming in right here.
And he's switching over to the other side, and this one's coming in from Myrtle Beach. Airbus 319. Man, we cleared that line, though. I'll tell you what, we had it rolling there for a little while. Just a massive line of planes. Still the highlight of the day is the C-17. Hopefully we got a good enough shot of that to be able to possibly get a good thumbnail for the next video.
Been focusing itself. It's just it gets out of focus with the heat, like with the heat waves coming in and stuff. That or I just can't see it because it's so bright out here that I can't tell it's out of focus because it looks fine from where I'm standing. My boy Blue. Looks like we got a break for a minute, so. Yeah, the tough one is trying to get like yeah.
Side, is that what you're on?
Yeah.
Another Airbus 320 coming in from Windsor Locks. DDL.
See one coming in a minute. There he is.
Can't really tell here. You can't really tell that much here, but Steven's way out there. I mean, camera's struggling on the focus on that one, but we're back in there. This one's coming from Flint, Michigan. Another CRJ. And you're gonna have a 737 taking off on the other side too, it looks like, Steven. Like over there.
Yeah,
you can see the tail moving. Should be able to catch this takeoff. You might catch him in the city in the background. And this would be a great shot if he gets off in the air before the city. It's tough to see him running. I saw him back there. And there we go. Breaks out of the clouds. 737. Heading to Jacksonville.
The tower for a reference. You can probably catch that one coming in. That's how I've been catching them. I've just been using the tower as a reference point to try and catch them coming by it. Just got to pretty much be zoomed almost all the way in to catch them. Go 6 to 9 with the way the sun goes down out here. Yeah, whatever that is, that's got to be a huge plane that's about to land. It's going to have to circle. I'm guessing it's circling around the land.
Trying to stalk this one out there, but I think I'm gonna go out of focus before I can do it. Without the manual focus, we're just shots.
You got another one coming in over there by the tower, just to the right of it.
Definitely had a lull in the action here. We caught a busy hour for sure. Now it's that dinner time. We do have an Airbus A350 on approach from Munich. It should be a good approach. That one's about 3 minutes out, so we'll get a good shot of that hopefully. Be excellent if it landed on our runway, but that's just not been the case so far today. I mean, everybody, it seems like, took off basically at one shot here. But that Airbus 350, it should be in our viewing range in just a few minutes. Maybe in another minute or so, and we should see it coming in over the tower. Steven says he sees it circling. His eyesight is better than mine. I definitely do not. I've taken over for him on the camera for just a few moments while we got a break in the action. And it definitely did. It made the big loop. So we've got a couple things making a big loop right now. We've got another A320 coming in from Raleigh. The 350 coming in from Munich.
350, I'm going to assume is that blue one that was passing by.
And another A320 from Raleigh. But our Airbus A350 coming in from Munich is on final approach, and we will move to that here in just a moment as soon as we kind of get it in sight. We do have an A320 about ready to take off on the other side as well. But we're going to try and catch the 350. We might be able to get both at the same time.
There.
Steven says he sees it.
Go to the end of the runway and go up. It's coming in. Looks like it's coming in on the other runway there, not this one. I don't know if you can catch it. I can see it, but
Steven says he's got it. I don't. He's going to take back over the camera.
to the end of the runway.
Yeah, right now he's kind of diving in between all the runways. Now he's got to be going to that side. Big boy plane definitely coming in from Munich. And we can start to see it here in the stream as well. It's a little bit lower on you, Steven, if you want to center it up. You can come down just a little bit.
Yeah, I can't see it on the camera. So
If you come down just a little bit, I can see it.
Alright.
You're about dead center of the screen right there.
Alright.
Once again,
I see it.
technical difficulties, we're working through them.
I see it.
Really stinks is I was hoping to get the good audio back for you guys, but based on the events that have occurred while we're sitting here, it looks like the audio is going to be shot for the duration, and I do apologize. We will work on fixing that one before the next stream. So, our Airbus A350 coming in from Munich, they have been in the air. You want to take a guess, Steven, how long you think they've been in the air from Munich?
11 hours.
Not quite. That was actually a pretty solid guess. Probably closer than I would have guessed, but it was actually almost 9 hours.
They're German. They're efficient.
Yes, if you can't tell, we are dealing with cars. There we go. I actually did not expect that, to see a Lufthansa Airlines over here. See that on the Miami Planes channel all the time, but that's not something I would expect to see here in Charlotte a whole lot. One of the few planes, though, you can just tell the size. I mean, look at the parking garage. The plane is almost as high as 3 levels in the parking garage. I'm assuming the runway is raised a little bit over there, though, as well. You got an Airbus A320 taking off on the other side, Stephen. I don't know if you can see it, but you'll probably see it pop up over the terminal here shortly. You got something stocked over here? The only thing I see coming this way is a little Cessna.
Huh?
The only thing I see coming from this side is a little Cessna. You got something?
Something.
Yeah, just a little Cessna over there.
Right by the tower there. I mean, that might be the Cessna you're seeing.
Yeah, he should be here in a minute. There is another CRJ coming in right behind it from Columbus. And probably about 3 minutes out, we've got another 737 coming in from Nassau as well. Lots of private traffic coming in. So we'll have 2 back-to-back coming in on our opposite runway. There's still a minute or so out. And actually, we might have 3 back-to-back. So we've got a Mitsubishi coming in from Columbus, and a 737 coming in from Nassau just behind it. They're both at least a minute or so still out. Then an A320 from Raleigh, another Airbus A321 coming in from Charleston. These are all back-to-back, so they should be arriving. I just wish they were arriving on our runway. We've only seen 3 landings on this side since we got here today. It's just not been a great day over here. We had a bunch of takeoffs earlier, but then our side of the airport cleared out. And here's the first one of our boys. Tell you what, the garage runway would have been the one to hit today. It has been busy over there, but we'd have missed the C-17 if we were over there. And that was the plane of all the planes we wanted to catch. That would be the one that was the one to get. And I promise you guys we'll have this focus issue worked out before the next live stream. The real issue is some other technical issues we're having behind the scene, and it's kind of causing some of everything we got going on. It's tough to see on the screen, but there is a 737 out there. I can see it here at the airport behind the tower.
Gotcha. I see it.
And he's trying to catch this one, but this is a 737 coming in from Nassau. And that's where I'd like to be right now, I'll tell you what. Definitely excited to catch this after this being the first stream on a day when it's running the opposite direction. I'll tell you what, these pilots are going to be right in front of us when they take off. It's going to be insane. And the landings will be right in front of us as well. We're just learning this airport, we're going to have to figure out exactly what the conditions need to be for that. And I'll tell you what, the days, even though we're going to try and go live on Mondays, there may be some pop-up streams for sure on those days.
I'm about to switch because I got one coming in on our runway.
You got a few seconds.
Yeah, no, it's like I'm filming this one into land and then I'm swinging back over because whatever's coming in looks pretty big.
So the 737 from Nassau's landing there. Steven's still on that, but we actually, for the first time here in a little while, we've got one coming in on our runway as well. And we've got a Boeing 717 coming in from Detroit. And to top it all off, it is a Delta flight, so no American airline livery here. We're gonna get one on our runway, and it won't even be AA. And Steven might actually get both these in a shot here, because I'll tell you what, there's one coming in right behind it on the other runway as well. Of course, we want to focus on our runway, but the we do have a plane coming in from Savannah, an Airbus 321 on the other side too.
Why am I not catching it? There we go. I got him.
The tough part now is the actual plane audio is so far away from us, we're losing the engine noise. Little sideways action, little bump on the ground as well. Did the one hopper to get it locked in. Zooming out a little bit. It looks like he's trying to see if he can catch that one coming in from Savannah as well, but I think they might already be on the ground. I mean, these planes were back to back together, but we want the one on our runway anyway. I mean, this is the shot for us. And the heat soak is crazy here, and it's not very hot, but I think that's the problem, is that we've got a little cold front that's pushed in, so the air temperature is about 70 degrees right now, but it's been in the 80s prior to this, so the ground, of course, is a little warmer than the air temperature, causing a lot of this heat soak we're seeing today. I think it would probably be, I don't know that it'd be better later in the evening either. Just keep it the guy taxiing for the boat. I'll talk to that.
Another one coming in a second.
Can you see it?
I'm not catching him on the screen yet, but
Okay, there he is. I can see it.
yeah, so I'm not catching him quite on the screen.
And we're hunting down. Here it is, an Airbus 320 coming in from Raleigh.
I got it.
And are you on the...
Yeah. I'm on whatever's coming in next.
All right, so we got an Airbus 321 coming in as well on the far runway, but we're going to get another one on ours as well. So the one he's on right now is the Airbus 321 coming in from Charleston, but we do have an A321 coming in from Cancun, Mexico on our side as well.
I see it.
And we do have somebody finally taxiing back out for takeoff, so maybe we'll start getting this scene rolling again. I want to zoom out, Steve. You can try creeping closer back in a little bit. Once again, guys, we're dealing with the zoom as much as we can here. You can go back in on him.
There he is.
Another little one hopper. It's been the scene today. There's a little bit of a wind here. And I'm assuming it's definitely causing the ops. So we can see we got one lining up for a takeoff here as well, because once again the wind is, they're landing into it, landing with it, taking off into it. But I've seen tons of planes do the loop around to go to the other side of the runway, so I have to imagine that on a typical day, where we're sitting would actually be a great spot. And we do have a Airbus A320, it looks like they're taxiing in for takeoff from Jacksonville. We have another CRJ coming in from Nashville. That'll be coming in on our far runway, it appears. Well, it looks like our guy's holding possibly on the runway, so maybe we're getting one on our runway. I just don't see him.
I see him. I don't think I'll be able to get a shot on it yet, but...
Yeah, you're caught in the tree of death on the camera right now. There we go.
Do you see him?
Yep.
I see him at the top.
We'll have to think of another name of the tree of death, because I know Miami Planes uses that. And we use that in some other things we do on YouTube as well. So we're just going to have to name this tree something else.
It's called the Queen's Crown.
There you go, the Queen's Crown. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, once again, live or on the replay, what we should name the tree. And we will go ahead and pick one that you guys select. Steven Behind the Stick says go with the Queen's Crown. I think it needs to be something a little more derogatory, but still family friendly. Yeah, something's making a scene on the other side. Actually, I might just be the proximity of the other plane that's about to get in line over here, Steven. It sounded big, but when I look at it now, I think it's just that we actually have a plane close to us. We do have a 777 that is heading to Rome. I'm not sure what time that one's taking off.
There's something else coming in.
Yeah, our takeoff's still on hold. Looks like we've got another CRJ coming in from Shreveport, Louisiana. So we've got one holding on the runway.
CRJ's on the other, the far one.
On the far one?
Yeah, the far one on the right.
And stick with our takeoff. Yep, we're gonna keep with our guy on our runway. Need to find out what time that 777 takes off heading to Rome. So our 777, it appears, is scheduled possibly to take off around 4:35. So hopefully we get that one on our runway. There are a couple departures all scheduled at that same time. But hopefully, and actually it looks like a good time, man. We could have a line on the runway again at that point in time, as there's about 6 or 7 planes just all taking off at that exact same moment. There are some takeoffs on the other side, but most of the bigger planes have been on this runway, so I definitely think we're going to get that Rome 777 over here. And that one is about 25 minutes away. Hey, thanks for the information, Nick. We're working on it, brother. We're working on it. We're doing our best to see what we can do here. This is the first time of us trying this, and obviously it's an experiment. We've learned several key lessons already, and I'm assuming we're going to learn a couple more. I got a feeling Steven behind the sticks here is going to have a dead battery in his car by the end of this as well. So there's been sacrifices made just to even get this going. But the big one, like I said, 25 minutes away, 777 heading to Rome, and we're going to get it one way or another. Doesn't matter what runway it takes off on, but hopefully we get it right in front of us. And if you're in the stream right now and you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the like button. And definitely hit the subscribe button. And getting out of focus again, Steven, you want to back that back out?
Coming.
We actually got 2 coming back to back.
Yeah, I see a big one that's way out.
Yeah, Steven's out looking right now. We've got one coming in from Georgetown, an Airbus A320. And we've got a Mitsubishi coming in from Lexington, so I'm assuming he's stocking the 320. We got a couple taxis coming up, so we got some takeoffs finally as well. Looks like our first one in line is going to be a 737 heading to Nashville.
least 3 about to take off. 4 probably about to take off.
Yep, you're correct, Stephen. We've got, actually, we've got, somebody jumped the line. I thought we were going to have the plane, another plane going first, but it looks like we've got the Airbus 321 heading to Austin will be first in line. And then we've got a Boeing 737 heading to Minneapolis. It looks like it's going to jump in second. And we got an Embraer, excuse me, heading to Denver as well. But they all kind of jumped in front of this 737 heading to Nashville. I don't know why he held up. Maybe just, I guess it wasn't his turn in line, but he was the first one on the ready. Looks like you got a big boy coming in too.
Yeah, that was that one I was trying to
that
stalk
is,
over there.
Yeah, go to that one. We're going to switch over. This is Prime Air coming from San Bernardino. Boeing 767. You want to zoom out? There you go, Steve. So for those of you in Charlotte waiting on your packages, they are on the way. Prime Air, making the one-day deliveries. And we've got our first A321, it looks like, lining up for takeoff as well. And this one's heading to Austin. Nice to finally get some takeoffs back on our runway. We had a little bit of a lull there. Once again, we're still hoping for the 777 in under 20 minutes. No stop here, we gotta roll and go. He's going for it. Using a lot of the runway, actually. These guys are gonna pull it right on top of us. Going long. You can definitely tell Steven wasn't expecting that one because he was way zoomed in. I mean, this guy used the entire runway.
Yeah, I was like, this guy, I was like, he's not lifted. One more takeoff. To the taxi.
And up next, I believe we have an Embraer heading to Denver. A little bit of a smaller plane. I'm assuming he's not going to get anywhere near the end of the runway like our last jet did. our guy probably went for one of the longest distances of the day. I believe the C-17 didn't even go that far, Steven. I don't think he did. But the 777 coming up in about 15 minutes. We're going to see how much runway that one's going to use as well. And after this one, we do have another 737 coming, Steven, so I'd hold back and make sure to go long on that one too, hopefully. Another 737. This one's heading to Nashville. So those watching in the live and those watching on the replay later, let's go ahead and time this one out. Let's see how long this one takes on the takeoff. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what you think. If this one's going to do any better or worse than our last one. And they're setting up.
Coming over the rolling start.
Let's see if he's going to go with a roll and go or if we're actually going to get a stop. If we get the roll and go, I'll let you guys know when we're going to start the time on this one. And he's rolling and going, so we're starting it. Let's see how much runway this one pulls off. Keep in mind, Steven, our last 737 came way down here. So you're going to want to zoom out as he gets a little closer probably to try and keep him in the frame as long as we can, because if he stays on the ground, these guys got the throttle pinned and we're ready to roll. And we're at takeoff. And let me know, what do you guys think? What do you have in there as the time on that 737 on the takeoff? And we clocked it at 39 seconds. On the far runway, we've got a 737 coming in from Fort Myers. And it looks like, tough to tell, what plane is that? Is that a Cessna Citation? I can't tell from here, and I didn't catch it on the flight radar. Let me know in the comments. But we do have, on final approach, a Boeing 737 from Fort Myers landing here in Charlotte. do got a couple takeoffs lining up on that far runway as well. I hope they didn't switch it on us because I really want that 777 over here. On the other side.
So we can get a wide shot of them.
I know the good news on that is that we could get some landings on our side.
Which is good because there's a big one circling.
CRJ over here at the towers. That's the shot right there, too. Gotta love that shot with Charlotte in the background. And we're under 10 minutes from the scheduled departure of the 37. Excuse me, the 777. We'll see if we actually see it go as it's supposed to. You got another takeoff on that other side coming too.
Yeah, I'm holding it, and then we got two taxiing out. We got one coming in on that side first, it looks like.
Yes,
oh no, here goes the takeoff.
Are we at the other side?
Oh, I'm tripping.
We got an A320, I believe, heading to Nassau on our runway, Stephen, if you want to go to that. So we do got one just lining up on our side, and this one is heading to Nassau. Nassau, a popular destination that feels like from Charlotte. I believe this is the third plane during this stream we've caught either landing or going to Nassau. Here we go, heading back to Nassau.
start mine. It's not a remote start. It's good.
I'm afraid to start.
Okay. I mean, we can jump it if it's fine. We can jump it if we lose it. Hi to plane. Big plane.
Shot blocked by American Airlines here.
Yeah.
Steven's picking up on the Airbus 319 coming in from Toronto.
And a bird.
And he's stalking another 319 out there coming in from Montreal. We are now at 4:35. I don't see our 777 moving yet, but we should be only minutes away from this thing starting to get on its way. From the 321 from Orlando back to the Montreal 319. Thanks, Atlanta Spotter. We appreciate the vote of luck. 737 coming in from Omaha on this side. I tell you what, man, I feel like we've gotten robbed a little bit today, Steven. I mean, I've seen images of this runway just going nuts, and we had a good hour or so where everything was taking off here, and now it just feels like everything's coming in on the other sides of us.
I've got three or four taxiing now.
Got a couple lining back up for takeoff. We do have an A321 coming in from Montego Bay on the other side as well. We got the roll and go. We didn't get any stop here. My man's just getting it. And this crew is heading to Asheville, North Carolina. That should be a short flight from here as well. Embraer coming in from Salisbury on the other side. Here we go with another takeoff. This one's heading to Louisville. This is how close we are, guys. He's all the way zoomed out in that scene. That's as far out as we can go on the zoom. I'm gonna have to move further back in the lot the next time, I think.
Lander on the corner runway. Take off on our runway.
And our Mitsubishi is heading to Burlington, Vermont. And things are starting to pick back up again. After a little lull of about 30 minutes, I mean, every runway's running good. Steven's almost falling over himself to try and keep that one in the shot as long as he can for you guys. So we're obviously doing like most streamers will do here. We're working with one camera angle. I think I want to add a second camera angle. Let me know in the comments what you think. And it'll be more of a stationary camera, but what it'll do is give us the ability just to be set on something. So when we're readjusting that first camera, instead of you getting dizzy from your head spinning watching us do that, we can just flip to that other camera, be a set angle until we pick our next focal point, and then we'll bounce back. For Steven's first day on the job, he's getting pretty good. He's out there stalking things that I'm, once again, losing track, not paying attention on. He's got an A320 coming in from Baltimore on that runway. Lots of movement, man, but our 777s have not moved at all. We've got one for Rome and one for Frankfurt, but they're both still sitting here at this time. Flying in from Baltimore. Been in the plane for a long 58 minutes. It's kind of interesting. They're backing up on the other side. So they've got landings just coming in one after another, and there's currently about 7 or 8 planes in line on the other side waiting for takeoff. I'm kind of surprised they haven't diverted them to our runway. Maybe they just don't have access. Looks like we're finally getting one down on our end. Getting another Mitsubishi heading to Atlanta. We got 2 Airbus A321s on the back runway as well, getting ready for takeoff. But we're going to stick with the ones I believe that are on ours. As those guys over there, it's tough to tell because they're fighting on landings too. Here we go, we're back in business. We are lining them up on our runway again. It looks like we've got a bunch of takeoffs coming in a row.
About 5 of them.
Still have not seen any movement on our 777s. But we do have some 737s coming, a couple A321s, so we do have the line forming one more time. I'm still surprised we haven't seen any movement on those 777s, Steven. I mean, they were a 4:35 departure. And we are still sitting there.
Something big coming. About to have like like 6 or 7 take off on our runway.
Yeah, there's a couple 737s, and we got some stuff, man. Some A321s. Our first in line will be the Mitsubishi heading to Atlanta. Didn't get much of a lull there. The 319 heading to Pittsburgh just rolls and goes right behind them. I think we're going to get the same thing. I think our next plane looks like he's ready to go. And another Mitsubishi heading to Charlottesville, and I'm wrong. My man stopped to set it up.
See that might be one of the 777s moving over there. See that one giant fin moving?
It is.
Come on this way, baby.
I don't know what it's doing, but it is a 777.
It is coming this way. Oh, it is.
That's not even one of the 777s we're looking for. It could be the one we're doing. It's just not flying off. It's not flying right now.
It looks like we're going to let some cross traffic, but we do have one of the 777s. Steven, can you find the 777 over there? I think we have them in line, right?
I think that's it.
And we do have one of our 777s on the move. I'm not sure if that's our Rome 777. I actually show right now there's 3 of them here, but the one that's moving over there is not showing a call sign, but I'm guessing that it's probably our Rome flight that was supposed to be the 4:35 departure.
You got like 3 or 4 big ones in a row coming.
And we got another Embraer heading to Fort Wayne, but back behind that, we've got a 737. Back behind that, an A319. 737, and then the big boy, the 777 coming out. So we've got at least an exciting few minutes here coming up. And I think our Frankfurt 737 is leaving the terminal as well.
Yeah, it just pulled out this way.
So we've got some action, and we may let this string of action be the end of it for the day, but we've got probably an exciting 30 minutes coming up with a couple 777s going. I mean, finally, after this Embraer right here, this will be our last small plane. And then they're lining the big boys up to have some fun with the Queen. And up next, lining up, we got a 737 heading to Houston. Once again, if you've missed it already, our favorite little tree, as you can see in the shot here, we're looking for a name for it, something to kind of just entice what it really is. I can't say the names that I would really like to call it, so if you've got a family-friendly name we can name the tree, let me know in the comments. Like the big planes a whole lot better than the small planes. Typical thing, right? But they just come further down the runway. So on this day where the ops are not optimal for us, when the big boys are coming, we can actually get the shot.
Looks like that other 777's coming on our runway too.
And here we got a 319, an Airbus 319 heading to Milwaukee. Another 737 heading to Kansas City.
It's time for the big boy.
It's 777 time. Gonna have this rumble with the Queen. And here we go, 777 time. We're gonna hear this thing scream as it comes running by. And this one's heading to Munich. And we definitely have another 777 lining up in the runway behind that as well, going to Frankfurt. And here we go. Stephen wisely sticking with the 777. We do have a takeoff before it, I believe, though. It's going to be in Mitsubishi heading to Charleston. I believe Charleston, West Virginia. But this is a good time here again. Everything's picking back up after our little lull in the action. I still show us a couple 777s sitting. One heading to Dublin, and I still show the FCO Rome one sitting as well. But we'll get another 777 action, and they're giving us our fix on 777s right now. And this one will be heading to Frankfurt. Things have definitely picked up here.
Good. Yeah, just fill in while this big boy lines up. Not that big boy. That big boy. Yeah, that's another one coming.
And the 777s don't stop coming, as we've got like at least one more, I think maybe two more lining up right behind this.
Yep, this is definitely coming in. And here we go with the next one.
But we're going to start with our first one, ready to make a scene on the runway. Here we go, 777s. Bringing it down, let's kick the volume up. Always a beautiful sight. Oh, Steven's stalking something way out there again. And next, we've got an A321 heading to New Orleans. Taking their sweet time getting rolling. Here we go. Throttle down. Always interesting to see with all the cross traffic here, landing on the other runway.
There's that big boy
Steven's on the Airbus 320 heading to Tampa, and we do got another 777 lining up heading to Dublin as well. So once again, they just keep them coming. I still see the Rome ones holding though. They have not departed yet. And our Embraer's heading to Beckley, West Virginia.
We got one coming in landing before anybody's taking off. See if you can catch it. There we go. There's your other 777.
And the big boys are coming out. They are all getting in line now. Trying to do a little stalking action. I can see him just to the right of the tree. Now the spot where I'm looking at the screen, I've taken over the camera for a few moments for Steven, so probably some garbage audio, which has been a fight all day already. But our flight coming in is going to be holding up our takeoffs. Oh, lost focus, let's zoom out. Once again, if you can hear me still on the stream, go ahead and name the tree. Let's find something fun for it. see, I mean, there's a bunch of planes in line to take off, but nobody's actually out on the runway, so I'm anticipating a landing, but I don't see anything coming in.
There's a small one on the runway.
Steven says he spots a small one down there on the runway. But we are definitely getting a backup. And here we go. More small one. Seven behind the tree. That's a pain in my batuckus. But getting ready to roll. This is our 777 that was heading to Dublin. On that screen, are there two volumes? You'll see the volume meter. Is there two of them running or just one? Are they both green?
One green fluctuating, white one.
The other one's white?
Yeah.
You can turn that mic on and say what it is, the planes that are coming and stuff, it's fine. You just take the mouse cursor and click the actual volume. Like it should be red, that it's muted right now.
Local mic. The road mic.
One should be red if it's not on. Like you'll see like a little speaker that's red.
I see a music one.
Huh?
I see a music one. Alright, local mic's on. So, local mic.
They should both be on.
Yeah, local mic's on and road mic are on.
So that's the one for this. So you can say what's coming right now.
So, this is an Airbus A321. Doesn't say where it's going, but it's going. Airbus A319. I'm winging it here.
We'll probably call it day after this last 777 anyway.
There's two of them lined up right now. Looks like
Here we go. Gonna make a scene here in Charlotte.
this is a 777 headed to Madrid, Spain. town traffic. Next up, it's a Mitsubishi CRJ headed to Dayton, Ohio.
What we got here? So is this 777 again?
Yep. Running about 45 minutes late. This is the 777 headed to Rome.
Oh, the one we were waiting for, and I'll tell you what, guys, this is going to be our last 777 of the day. I only think there's one more sitting here, but we're probably going to call it on the stream after this one as well. But here we go. Finish strong with a bang. What a day. Multiple 777s, a C-17. We hope you guys had fun hanging out with us. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the like button. The like button helps just as much as subscribe. Something's going long. Let them send us out of here.
Ride it out for 5 more minutes. You got Airbus to Denver, Airbus to Seattle, and an Airbus to Toronto.
Right here. This last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch something back.
Yep. I think I'm gonna dub that tree the Okie Doke.